What's up, guys? It's Lost and Blocky, and welcome to episode 2 of my One Block at a Time series. I hope you guys are doing good. We are just behind the village that we raided in the last episode and got all the villagers safe. This is where we spawn, and this is where I plan on setting up all of our crop fields, all of our early game animal pens. But first, oh, and I did plant a couple trees off camera. If you noticed in the first episode, we spawned right in front of a tree that had a honey block. So I figured that we would try to get a couple more beehives. Sorry, not honey blocks, beehives. And we will see if we can get a little bit of a honey farm started. Obviously, it'll be completely manual. We'll have to use shears or a glass bottle if we want to get the honey. But it's a good little early game thing to get yourself set up with. We have to go all the way over here because oh, ouch. I don't know of any other water source except for the one that was over by the village, over by the gravel ledges, or I gotta learn what that biome's called. It's like stony something, stony shores, or I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys. But the one that has all the gravel in it and stuff. We gotta go down here, get a water bucket, take it all the way back to where we came from, and then do that one more time so that we can make an infinite water source, so that if there isn't water nearby, we can just use that water source and set up a sugarcane farm and whatever else we're gonna need the water for without having to make this trip. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this series. I'm gonna work hard on it, and like I said, we're gonna do it kind of as a long play series. There's not going to be a ton of edits in the first couple of videos. I'm going to set up my world the way that you guys would set it up, and you guys can see it all. And as the content starts to get harder and harder to make, then of course we will edit a bunch of it out. So let's just put it here for now. We can move it wherever we want later. We gotta go all the way back though and get one more bucket. And with the magic of editing, I didn't have to drag you guys through that. So let's place the second water bottle or water bucket, and now we can just grab from that anytime we need. I smelted a bit of the iron we got in the first episode, just so we could slowly start to craft tools, and I need to make a shield, and I need to make some armor. But now at least we can figure out a nice flat area. Maybe here. Maybe we'll just fill in this little square. I swear to God, by the time like episode 4 or 5, there's not going to be a single piece of grass. But we'll take our shovel. Do I not have a shovel? Okay, let's go make a shovel. Oh my God, I have absolutely no cobblestone. Okay, let's just run over here super quick and we'll grab a couple pieces of cobblestone. I didn't do anything after the first video. I just planted the couple saplings I had in my hand because I saw that beehive. And what did I do? I placed a furnace down to smelt the iron so we didn't have to stand around and wait for it to smelt like during this episode. And that was it. But I didn't realize that I was completely out of cobblestone, or I would have probably grabbed a little bit of that. But this is enough to at least make a shovel that will let us do what we want to do. I'm just going to open up the area a tiny little bit, but still keep it natural, not like flatten it out, but just knock this bank back a little bit closer to the one above it, and it'll give us like this whole area. at this level to like build all the crop fields and build our animal pens probably just nice and close together so that everything is working as you're in this area, so the wheat's always growing and the animals are always growing and breeding, and it's just usually how I set up every Minecraft world. I don't think we're gonna have enough to fill this in, but we can just go get a couple more pieces. Like I said, now, like already just filling that in and knocking it back a bit, we can probably 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll have enough space to start building our wheat field and not fall off every time we go to harvest it. That's the biggest issue, right? It's gonna look square and awkward at first, but as we build here, it'll start to look a lot nicer. Fill this all in really quick. And then at least we got wheat going. Then we can make bread to eat, and we can lure some animals into some pens, and then we don't even have to eat bread anymore. So what we'll do, okay, a tree hasn't grown yet. Once one of these trees grow, we'll make a pair of shears. Yo, this is the first time in a Minecraft world I've crafted a bucket and shears before a shield. We definitely can't do any caving. We will get killed. But that's okay, I still have a couple pieces of iron in the furnace anyway. Let's just lay down what we can lay down for seeds. We'll get a bunch more from just clearing out this area. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do you have a long-running Minecraft world? Or, I don't know, are you kind of like me? I have a hard time. Usually, I'd say maybe at best half a year is the longest Minecraft world I've ever had. So let's shear this tree because I want the leaf blocks for a couple of reasons. And I'll show you guys when we get to that point, but they're important. Too tall grass, too high grass kills me. Probably my biggest pet peeve. Do you guys like chop all this down like I do? Or do you leave it? I don't know. I just like to be able to see far ahead of me, and I don't want to be obstructed by grass every time I look around. So let's maybe, what are we gonna do? Let's make some fences while we wait for the seeds to grow. And at least when we do get a couple pieces of wheat, or the wandering trader spawns and we can kill his llamas to get the leads, then at least we'll have some small little pens set up. They're not going to be big. They're going to be like 3x3 or 4x4. Not sure where we're going to build it. I doubt we're going to be able to build it exactly on this level, but like I said, we can back this ledge up a little bit and just widen it out, and then we'll probably just build right here. Knock this spot back a little bit. I do a ton of terraforming, but I do it in like small little stages so that like as the world progresses, like the wall I climb all the time is easier to climb or looks a little bit better. I kind of just, especially early game, I don't spend like a huge chunk of time terraforming. I usually just do it as I need the space cleaned out. Let's use a bucket of water to get rid of all this grass. I will replant it all eventually, but you're gonna pass and walkways and buildings and I don't know, early game I'd rather just have no grass in my way. So it's gonna look a little bit naked, that is the least I could say. Finish up here, we'll back this up just a tiny bit, and that will give us a ton of space to put pens in here. Like I said, they're not going to be huge anyway, but at least they're not going to be like complete, like right beside a wall or a block or two away from the wall. Back this up so it still looks natural. There we go. That gives us a little bit more, excuse me, a little bit more of an area. Get rid of this grass. think we can fit some pens in here. I'm not too sure. We need some seeds to finish filling that in anyway, so that's why I'm grabbing them as I need them. 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4. Yeah, we can fit these nicely. We'll put one for sheep and one for cows. Fill in the corners, of course. And then we'll break one just so that the animals can get in. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, none of this is permanent. This is all just early game, get a food source going, get some early game crops going. We don't have building material to build anything, so it's not worth setting up some kind of large scale like farm right away. Just get a couple cows in, make sure you can breed them. Like I said, keep the cows and wheat close by so everything's growing at the same time. And this will all disappear one day. Or we'll keep it for nostalgia, I'm not quite sure, but odds are it'll all disappear one day. Usually I use the spawn chunks for all my redstone farms. So eventually there'll probably be a really nice iron farm here, or what else? I don't know, what do I usually put at spawn? Usually just my early game stuff. Villager breeders, probably a villager trading hall will be close by because you don't want to have to transport villagers like hundreds of blocks. So I'll usually just set up a little minecart track and move them far enough away that they don't bug the villager breeder and stuff, and their workstations don't get mixed up. And let's fill this last little spot in. And look, just that little bit of terraforming makes that spot look so much bigger. We got a lot of stuff from that village. I haven't really opened the chest since I made that last video, so maybe we should try our luck with the chickens. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got one. We got a baby chick. Let's go. Oh, we got 2 baby chicks. Let's go. Oh, we got 3. We got 4 chicks. Isn't that rare to get 4 chickens out of 1 egg? Yo, that was meant to happen, bro. That was meant to happen. I needed at least 2 to breed them, and we got the one last egg pops out 4 of them. Let's sleep quick. Yo, this is starting to look better already. I like this. It's starting to look pretty good. We have to get some campfires underneath that beehive so we can start harvesting the honey. But I also want to get a birch tree because I want some birch saplings, because if I get to a point where I need like charcoal and stuff, usually I only use birch. Or if I need to like make stuff, I usually just use the birch because I don't build with it. It's not my favorite block. The odd time I'll use it as like just some kind of contrast block, but most of the time that's my like the block that I use for like just getting rid of or building slabs that you're not going to see or things like that, right? Early game furnace material. Honestly, probably for like 1,000 blocks around me in any direction, you will never see too tall grass. Actually, for that fact, anywhere I live, you probably won't see any grass. I need to get rid of some of these flowers just so my bees don't wander away, even though they tend to wander anyway. But I'll need a little bit to breed them, and so we'll clear away anytime I see flowers like within 100 blocks of where we're gonna have all those hives. I'll just steal a couple. Yo, we must be in a flower forest. That's kind of a bonus to have right at spawn. We can get all the dye colors probably, except for brown and stuff, but that's a little bit of a bonus. We got some little holes there to fill in eventually so we don't fall through. I don't know, maybe, oh, that could be a nice cave we could explore. But like I said, we have no armor. Got a couple cows up here that we can bring to the pen once we get a piece of wheat, so I'll not kill them. And we will slowly just get rid of... Do I still have a shovel left? We'll slowly get rid of any little imperfections in the ground like that, just to give us more flat space. Probably all little areas like that, because you never, like, you don't understand how much that opens the space up until you, like, clean up the landscaping a little bit. Finally getting a couple trees. Hopefully we can get some bees just to add to it. If not, we're gonna need a ton of wood anyway. If you played Minecraft, you know you will chop wood on the first day you play, and you will chop it on the last day you play in your world. Let's break the leaf blocks here by the beehive, because the tree will have a hard time despawning. And we'll just keep planting them here, and as they grow, we'll just keep harvesting them. I think we got some more seeds we can add to this, but this is what I wanted leaf blocks for. Just filling up little water holes. Because leaf blocks, what's the word? They waterlog, so the water doesn't disappear, so it's actually a really good block to choose. Other than that, I use trapdoors. So let's head over here, and I thought we grabbed a couple pieces of sugarcane in the first episode. So now let's go, and I think if we fill this little spot in, we should be able to build a pretty decent sugarcane farm here. We'll clear out a spot, and I will show you guys how I build it. Let me know in the comments if I build like a sugarcane farm the right way to get maximum efficiency. But to me, early game, this sugarcane farm puts out so much sugarcane, and it doesn't really take a long time to set up, and it's not like super difficult. Let's see though. We got bees, we got saplings, we got grass. I think we're doing okay for like our first like what, hour in the world, I would say. Let's break this, and we'll come back and we'll put a campfire there. And that way we can start at least shearing that beehive and getting some honey. Really, like, ideally, early game, the only reason why you want the honey is honey bottles, so that you can drink it, because it's actually a decent little health source, and it's free, right? Okay, 2 more pieces. We're literally 1 piece short. Literally 1 piece short. Let's get 1 more grass seed. There we go. Now at least that field is complete. We got chickens, we got wheat. We need another shovel. I need to clean out my inventory, but let's just go all the way down here. And I'll show you guys how I build my beginning game. I grow sugarcane right off the bat though. I do so much with villagers and stuff that I know how important it is to have a lot of paper. So I literally, sugarcane farm is one of the first things I build every single time. Let's go grab 1 more bucket of water out of here really quick. And we will just do the back and forthy until we fill this up. One more. There we go. Let's fill our bucket up and then grab our leaf blocks. Where are they? Right here. And fill this in. This will give us at least a decent amount of sugarcane. And then obviously once we fill this up, we can expand it more and more. But I'll want to fix all this terrain first and just kind of see where we're going to go with it. Let's chop down these trees as they grow. Just to make sure that we keep giving space for the other trees. And we'll collect the saplings and replant them. See what I mean about the too tall grass? I can't be the only one that thinks that way. It's just not, I like to be able to look and see all the way down there and not have like a million obstructions unless it's like a village or something that you're supposed to see. Like, I don't know, on that hill it just looks so cluttered with all the grass. But if you cleared that away completely, it looks so different. I want to see quick, and we're going to just pop over to the village. But I'm pretty sure there wasn't any sort of, like, crop field or anything, eh? It would be nice to get, like, carrots or potatoes or beetroot. But I am pretty sure that when we came here, I didn't see a crop field. That's kind of just a hole. I know we got a couple houses down there, but nothing. I didn't think so. That's kind of disappointing, but that just means we get to go exploring and bring some of those crops home. Or you can always get potatoes and carrots from just killing zombies. But that requires me to have a full armor set. Or at least somewhat of an armor set. We could make copper armor, and we could play around with that, but it's probably a waste of time. Let me know in the comments if you used copper armor yet. Like when the update I've never used it. I think I killed a zombie that had copper armor and I wore it, but I've never like crafted it and like chosen to wear it. Oh my god. So no crop fields, that means that we are going to keep it strictly to wheat for now. I always kill pigs. I never like pen pigs. I've never seen a reason to like make a pen for pigs. Like unless it's like completely decorative, I guess. But I usually just kill pigs. Then I eat it because it's early game food. And then near the end, obviously, it's just beef. And then once we start getting villagers going, then we just get golden carrots and we're set for the rest of the game. I've never gotten to a point where I can eat golden apples. I always quit my world. But we'll beat the Ender Dragon 20 times. We'll do a bunch of crazy projects, like digging massive holes for absolutely no reason. A couple big, like, circle projects, things like that. Let's put this down here. And I think we can just shear it. Bees terrify me. There we go. I never know when they're going to attack you or not. But I'm pretty sure as long as you have a campfire underneath it, we're safe. But it always makes my like heart stop for a second because I'm never sure. So we still don't have a piece of wheat yet. We got a couple more saplings we can place down. I am so dumb. Let me know in the comments if you figured this out before I'm about to do what I'm about to do. I am completely dumb. What did I say I was planting those trees for? To get beehives? Well, what was I doing wrong? Quick, before I fill this in. I'm so dumb. I cannot believe it. You have to have flowers near your trees in order for there to be a chance for them to spawn. And I had no flowers around. Let's go to sleep quick. Just because we don't need something spawning around here and messing up our time. It's a fresh start in Minecraft. Sugarcane hasn't grown. Our wheat is definitely growing in stages, but not ready yet. Let's get this sapling. Another thing about me, I'm a hoarder. So let's place, I think there can be a 1 block air gap. So let's place a couple more saplings here until we run out. There we go. Hopefully we get a beehive or two. Eventually we will. We'll just place them all over the place. Just like I said, this is all temporary. Once we get a silk touch shovel or something, then we can just silk touch those and move them wherever we want to. So we'll just put them all around that crop field. There's another hole we can fill in. What do we need now? Basically, we're at a point where, you know what? We could always, let's see. We could always start building every time right at spawn. I usually try to get right down to bedrock even before I go caving, just because it's kind of like a safe alternative to try to find like early game resources. Get some more coal, get some more iron, get to a spot where we can start mining diamonds. So I guess until the crop fields are done and we can get a piece of wheat to lure some cows in, because we already use that one pen for chickens. So we'll probably just grab a couple cows, and I don't need wool right now, so I don't really need mutton, so we'll probably just stick with that. I know YouTube makes dark videos really dark, so I'll make sure to keep this well lit. But we'll just build down, build some zigzag pattern, and try to at least uncover a couple of resources. Eventually this will be a really nice like mine shaft down. I always end up decorating them really nice because we use them so much, but right now it's just going to be a 1x3 staircase down. We'll zigzag though, we won't dig in a straight line because, I don't know, it just seems like you have a better chance of not digging into caves if you just like burrow down. And every like 15 or 20 blocks we'll just turn around and go the opposite direction. I'm actually excited. Oh, we broke our axe. We will keep going up though, so we can keep an eye on our crops and the sugarcane farm and stuff, and we can start spreading the sugarcane out a little bit further. Okay. We need another pickaxe. We need to keep up on these trees, especially now that we're doing it properly. I feel dumb. Let me know in the comments if you guys figured that out way before I moved the saplings. Let's clean out our inventory while we're here. Let's just stick this down. I went over and got a birch sapling so that we could regrow it over here, and then I never placed it. Don't need any of this stuff for now. We'll keep the fence gates on us because we are going to get some animals hopefully by the end of this video. Actually not hopefully, we are. Don't need the food because we're still eating bread. Let's get this oak tree out of the way. 0 for 2 so far. But I end up with so many saplings, we can just keep spamming them there until something decides to grow for us. Pop that in there as part of our collection. And nothing's growing here yet. We need another pickaxe, and then we might as well just keep digging down for a bit. We will definitely make this higher. I hate hitting my head every time you go down a block, but I don't want to have to dig out 4 blocks all the way down right off the bat because it takes you a while to get down. Let's just race down, see how long it takes us to get to bedrock. Oh, we got some coal. We'll grab any iron, any coal we see, any redstone or lapis, but we'll probably just leave things like copper. Oh, speaking of the devil, we will leave things like copper in the wall. We'll come and get it later if we need it, but I don't have any immediate plans for building with copper, and there's no point in filling my inventory up. But I will fill it up with all this coal. Coal veins are so big. I don't know if Minecraft decided to make the coal veins bigger because you don't have access to coal. Oh, let's careful poking her head up in there. Let's at least slap a torch down. That should at least deter them within the, what, 9 block, 9 by 9 by 9 blocks, wherever the torch light covers. Now, though, we can continue going down. See if we can run into any other... Oh, I hear skeletons in the wall. And remember, I have 0 armor. Absolutely nothing to protect me. Oops, spiders now. I think this is a good warning sign to turn around and go back the other way. Uh-oh. Yeah, we got mobs. Houston, we have a problem. Yo, let me know. Are you old enough to know that comment? Houston, we have a problem. I think it's from a movie. Like an old movie I watched. I don't know. Armageddon or something with, Ben Affleck? Is that who? Yeah, Ben Affleck's in Armageddon. I think that was the movie. Houston, we have a problem. I don't know what it is when like a meteor's about to crash into the ship or something. We'll get enough copper just to build the staircase down, but like I said, we're gonna leave all this in the wall for now. Yo, let me know while we're digging down. Are my videos getting a little bit better? I've been working on like the voiceovers and not hearing my mouse and keyboard clicking in the background. And oh, we're gonna dig into a cave iron, baby. Yeah, I've been working harder on the videos. They're taking a lot longer to edit and make and put out. But yeah, I basically get off work and then I spend the rest of my night editing videos so that they're ready for at least that day or the next day at worst. Let's try to sneak down here without getting ourselves killed. Place one here for now, and let's just torch this up right away. I do not want to die. I do not want to see mobs. If we do... Oh, I think that was a little bit of lapis. If I see mobs, I'm going to run like a little girl because I have an almost broken stone sword or stone axe, and that is all I have. So let's super quickly grab this iron. Then we can place cobblestone here so we have a pathway up again. And we'll quickly check. I know I saw some iron. I think it was down there. Oh no. We got zombies. We got zombies. What did I say? What did I say? Oh, I don't know. Stay up there and we should be able to kill you. There we go. I said I was going to run, but I didn't. I said I was going to run, but I didn't. Oh, but now we're hearing mobs. That I'm not dealing with. That I don't want to mess with right now. Let's light up a little. Oh, more iron, more iron. And, oh, this wasn't a bad cave system. It doesn't seem too, like, crazy and out of control. Obviously, we didn't light up the whole thing on the other side. It could open right up into something massive, but it's not super dark and scary and overwhelming. It's kind of chilling. We'll grab this iron, plus the iron we had before. That's enough to at least get us started on, oh, a little bit more here. 2 pieces, but I'll break into here just in case there's more. Maybe we won't. So let's go back up to the surface. Hitting our head every single block. It slows you down too. It's not only like annoying, but it really slows down your player speed when you're like hitting your head every time you go up. You actually move a little bit faster when you're not doing that. At least it's daytime, and we don't gotta deal with coming up here at night when the mobs are active. So we kind of got a lucky break there. We have a little bit of wheat, it looks like. I swore I saw fully ready wheat. Let's throw everything in here we don't need for now. I did. I saw wheat, baby. Let's go. Yo, this is a productive episode. This is a crazy productive episode. If you think about it, we got wheat. We have a bee. We can get bees. We have sugarcane. We're building a strip mine down. We're already harvesting wheat, which means we could super easily bring an animal back to the pen with us. But technically, we already have chickens. So we already have a renewable food source. I don't know. I think for a half-hour video, we're making a ton of progress. And like I said, I'm not even really editing out any of this right off the bat. Can you do this when there's a bee out of the hive? Yes. Okay. I like to find out things the hard way. That's why whatever. We're just going to shear it. If they get mad at me, we're going to run away until they're not mad at me and move on. 6 pieces of honeycomb. Now, let's see after we get rid of these trees so we can get some cows up here if we need be. It's Still don't have another bee nest yet, but that's okay. Let's see if we can quickly find some cows. Put that in my offhand and that in my main hand. We are a one-man cow catching machine. I think that was just a cow right over the hill here. Oh, there's two up there, and there's one here, and there's one there hidden behind all the too tall grass. There we go. So we got two cow. We got one cow. Where did the other one go? We got two cows. Follow me. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, do you guys like my outfit? I like purple. Purple's one of my favorite colors. Let me know what your favorite color is. But yeah, purple's one of my favorite colors. So I'll probably rock this for my Minecraft skin. At least for the time being. If we end up getting into like some cool role play in this world, then I'll probably change my fit. But for now, this is what we're going to go with. Come on, cows. You are distracted. Let's go. I'm not going to put you in a pen, I promise. Ignore the chickens. They wanted to go in there. Oh, we got our first apple. That's kind of important. That comes in handy when you're zombifying villagers and stuff. So let's feed these guys quick as a distraction and lock them in. Look at, we got cows and chickens. Cows and chickens. We're not doing bad. Bad. But we don't have sheep, so that doesn't work. So, what are my goals? For the season? For the world? I'm not sure. But I am sure that we've actually got ourselves set up pretty good. Let's breed these guys. They're probably hungry. I made it look like I was going to kill them, but I wouldn't do that. Let's chop down a tree, maybe. Our wheat is growing. We'll just keep coming back to this and just planting it and breaking it and planting it and breaking it. Or sugarcane. We can break this and expand it out a little bit. We'll just keep doing this over and over again. I'll do all that off camera. I'll get that sugarcane field finished and stuff and get a decent amount of cows in the pen, and I'll try to get some more beehives and stuff, and I don't know, maybe I'll leave the strip mine for you guys when I come back, and we'll go down and we'll try to find enough for a full set of armor and everything. But I do think this is where I'm going to leave the video, guys. Don't forget to support a brand new channel. You guys know how. I don't gotta bug ya. But I really hope you're enjoying the series. Let me know in the comment tips and tricks, some ideas. Maybe I'll build a house, maybe I won't. But this has been Lost and Blocky, guys. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and bye for now.